I read the news so that you don't have to. I'm going to get straight to the headline. So it says, top Kirkland and Ellis lawyer defects to Simpson Thatcher. You're thinking you don't care. I'm going to tell you why you do. Do you remember the JP Morgan Altice situation? You must remember, but if you don't, just quickly, there's a recap. Altice USA had 26 billion of debt. Them man couldn't handle it. They're not like us. We're built different. So anyway, they had some really strict covenants on it, and they were like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? JP Morgan comes along. They give them 4 billion, gets them out of it. It's a whole madness. Anyway, that wasn't the end of it, because Altice are like, I'm not done, decides to sue the creditors, saying that there was like antitrust stuff going on. Kirkland and Ellis, the same Kirkland and Ellis from the title, they were the lawyers. So it got messy, because not only were Kirkland and Ellis the lawyers for Altice, they also had clients that were among the private creditors that were being sued. So it all got messy. Anyway, this kind of aggressive tactic that is going on in these restructuring deals, this was the brainchild of David Nemchick. Now, he didn't launch the case for Kirkland and Ellis when it was with Altice USA, but everyone was like, your name is all over this. So anyway, from that thing, Kirkland pulled back from it, but also they were like, what are we going to do with David Nemchick? Anyway, he's left. He's bounced. He's gone to Simpson Thatcher. That's a big statement. You don't know this, but I'm going to tell you there is a private credit cold war going on right now. So after the crash in 2008, private credit and private equity markets boomed. They're now controlling trillions and trillions of dollars. But when the companies get distressed, what's happening? You think it's all civil. Of course, it's not civil. Lenders start fighting each other, they start structuring little side deals, and they start trying to move assets out of the reach of other lenders. That's what I told you, creditor on creditor violence. So what people were saying about the Altice lawsuit, Altice/Optimum, is that they're weaponizing antitrust law in a game that has been played in a certain way for a time. So if the lawsuit succeeds, this changes the game. It changes the rules of how it's always been played. So in a sense, this move by David Nemchick to Simpson Thatcher is a big gamble on their part. It makes a big statement. So Simpson are building a capital structure solutions practice, which includes out-of-court refinancing, aggressive balance sheet maneuvers, and Chapter 11 strategy. But this creates tension. Will the private capital firms tolerate this tactic spreading? Or will the firms have to choose to either represent companies or protect their asset management clients? So ultimately, what we're going to end up is that Spider-Man meme where everyone's pointing at each other and no one knows what the hell is going on. And this is the interesting thing, because the Altice, Optimum, JP Morgan lawsuit thing, it didn't just hit the Apollo and the Ares management and the whatnot. It could be reshaping elite law firms.